ASU? Excellent. Yeah, good school. That's in, don't tell me, Tempe. It's in Tempe. Yeah, Tempe, Arizona, yeah. Yeah, because then you have Arizona University. It's out in, ASU, Sun Devils. Gotcha. Cool. Thanks again to all the alumni who came out tonight. It's great to see you guys. Sydney, how's that sandwich? Is that yummy? UCLA? Don't fight with the ASU kid, okay? Yeah, okay, good. This is our combined advanced and intermediate band. We've never done this before. We did it at festival, and they were absolutely awesome. And if you were there, you'd know that. They were amazing. So I was super duper proud of these guys. They were the best band I heard all day, to be quite honest. If you were there, you'd probably agree. Our orchestra actually picked up one of these cool deals called a Superior plaque. And so we showed this off last night. This is a brand new piece of equipment that we got this year. So we're super duper proud of this. And I told these guys we're going to put one of these up at the band next year. Okay? And just for clarification, at the beginning of the year, most of these kids had never played an instrument before, over half of them. And now all of a sudden they're playing advanced band music. So super proud of them. We're going to begin with a medley of Disney songs called Disney's Magic Kingdom. And this one is by James Christensen. Features, like most things, our percussion section. How many of you were surprised when your kid said, "I'm going to be in band"? Come on, all right. This is what it's all about. And if you're out there thinking, "Man, that must be a lot of work," it is. It's also fun. So really enjoyed working with these guys. And it is one of the better 7th grade classes I can remember in a long time. But my favorite part about this year really is how much the 8th graders, they had such a tough year last year. And they had to kind of get 2 years into one. And somewhere right after the holiday concert, they kicked it up a gear. And I'm super duper proud of all these kids, 7th and 8th graders. So let's give out some awards here for our intermediate band. We're going to start here with some director's awards. That means I picked these. First is our lead trombonist and all-around good guy, Mr. Dylan Lee. Dylan. And another very talented, he's in our jazz ensemble. I think you just heard him. Another one of our very talented members who's in the jazz ensemble, plays the drum set, and her name is Lila Siva. Director's award. You're welcome. Okay, and we'll move over to the low reed section, and we're going to recognize our principal baritone saxophone player, Miss Hannah Banana Layton. Hannah. Okay. And, I don't know, a few months ago, one of our trumpet players came to me and said, "I want to try trombone." So we settled on the baritone. She is the baritone section, and she's also Hannah's sidekick. They do just about everything together. And this is our baritone section, and great kid, Haley Bravinsky. Okay. But I don't want to do that one yet. Oh, here's another intermediate band. Another one of the kids that you heard in the jazz band. A lot of these kids play multiple instruments. This happens to be our first chair tenor saxophone player, and this is Sophia Nguyen. And she's got to figure out how to get out here. Please don't make me modulate. Congratulations. Okay, another director's award. And this is another one-man section. I don't know what you do without a tuba section. Unfortunately, we don't have to find that out because we have a tuba section and a hockey player and an all-around great kid, Mr. Dax Maluski. Dax man. Sorry, oh yeah, here's another good one. Try to go in order here. There's so many here for intermediate band because they're so big. Yeah, I think we're on to the awards that the kids voted for. We'll start with most dedicated, as voted by the student. There was actually 2. There was a tie. So our first most dedicated for intermediate band, as voted by the students, is Mr. Aiden Rodriguez, clarinet. And the other most dedicated that the kids voted, she's also outstanding, improved, amazing. It should say most amazing. This goes to our first chair flute, Long Trin. Long. Most improved, voted by the students. And this is a tough one because they're also improved. I don't think I can pick one person, but they did. And this is going to go back in the percussion section, and Mr. Aideen Afshar. Okay, we got one more for intermediate band. Again, voted by the students, most outstanding, and I think they picked a very good person. Happens to be the same person the jazz band picked. So, most outstanding for intermediate band is Mr. Trey Hart, first trumpet. Okay, a few more awards. But we're going to move on to a piece now called Cable at Night. And we're going to play for you guys a medley that includes I Love Lucy, I Dream of Jeannie, The Munsters, Bewitched, The Bob Newhart Show, Emily, and then of course then it recaps with I Love Lucy. This is a Paul Jennings arrangement, and please enjoy Cable at Night. You guys remember when all these shows were on TV every night? That's why it's called Cable at Night. I had to play every one of these songs for the kids. They're like, what's a Munster? Okay. Seriously, I had to play each of these. They're like, oh, I get it. Cable at Night. All right. Isn't it fun when you can recognize the songs? Sorry that we're not playing Hot Cross Buns tonight. I know that's an old favorite. I remember seeing a Far Side about 29 years ago, my first year. teaching, and it was one of those things where parents are talking at a concert. I just calculated I'm going to have to hear a hot cross buns about 132,000 times. It's depressing or something like that. So, but the point is they can get to this level where they can make music like this, and it's not easy. I don't think this has been an easy 2 years on these guys. I know it hasn't been for us, but I always think the perspective of the kid. And they've had it rough. You know what? They've risen out of that. And so really, really, really proud of them. Because it was, a year ago it was hard. We were all worried. We were worried, let's face it, about a lot of things. But I think music is one of the things that's going to help make everything better. And so I'm so happy to have these guys here doing this. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do some more awards. Okay. This is another Director's Award. This is Advanced Band now. This is our Principal Flute Player. This goes to Megan O'Donnell. She's awesome. Okay. Director's Award. This is a good one. It's got a little bag on it there. This is a cool one because I love it when you're about to give an award to a kid that has no idea. Like, I guarantee you this kid, this is the last thing in the world he expects. This is like winning the lottery. But he's got a great attitude. He's one of the few 7th graders that played in our jazz band this year. I'm sorry, that played in our advanced band this year, right from the start. And he made it not only the whole year, but he's good. Plays like an 8th grader. This goes to Deacon Welko on the percussion. Come on out, Deacon. He says Welch. Congratulations. All right. Okay. Another Director's Award. And again, another kid that I met last summer playing percussion. And he introduced himself to me, very quiet kid, but he said, come to Paz. We figured some things out. He ended up trying the saxophone. Pretty soon he was really good. I talked him into doing jazz band, and one day he just appeared on my advanced band roll. She never asked me, he just switched to advanced band. And immediately the kids were like, that dude's awesome! And so this goes to our principal bari sax player, Sawyer Ashley. Okay, a few more here. Let's do Most Improved, voted by the students. This is a kid that I met last summer. I didn't know at the time anything about him. And I was fortunate enough to get to coach the French horn section last summer. And it happened to be 3 La Paz kids. And this is one of them. And this kid, something happened and our first chair kid was gone for a while. I don't know if it was, what was it, Nathan? Concussion, hockey trip, something, I don't know. He was gone. And the only kid left was Jacob. And he's looking at me like, I can't do this. And he didn't have a choice then. And our horn coach came and was working with him, and all of a sudden, he got like really good. And the kids were like, dude, you sound great. And they picked him for Most Improved. That's Jacob Volk, French horn. He's coming. Is your brother here? Is your brother here? Huh? You proud of your brother? Good. Make sure you give him a hug. Congrats. And the kids for Most Dedicated, you guys heard my little story earlier. I basically said pick the kid with the best attitude. And just like in the jazz band, they picked Luis Velez. Most Dedicated. This is usually the first kid here every morning, by the way. And he is super dedicated. Super proud of that kid. And then finally, this is our most outstanding pick by the kids, and this name will be on the perpetual plaque in the band room for a long, long time. Who knows, maybe forever. And this is definitely a very outstanding. This kid, when we went to Disney, the clinician guy came back to me and said, that kid could be a professional. That was his first impression of this kid. This is our first year French horn, Nathan Elliott, most outstanding. Not shy. No. All right. As I said before, we've had just a fantastic year. There's so many awesome kids up here. Every one of them, honestly. And the neat thing when they play is they're all important. You know, my son is a baseball lover, played baseball for many years, but they have something called the bench. And sometimes you sit on the bench and you don't play. And in music, there is a bench. And I love that they're all contributing at all times. And you take any kid out of here, and we just don't sound as good. So it's really, really, really cool what they're able to do. And I'm already excited about next year. I got some music copy, and we're ready to go. So we're going to close out. When we're done with this, I need your help cleaning up. All I really need to do is fold the chairs and put them against the wall. If you could just do that, we'll be in great shape. The kids are going to turn in their uniforms right over there at that table. Okay? So once the chairs are cleaned up and the kids turn in their uniforms and you buy some more Chick-fil-A, we can all go home and read the scoreboard. Hopefully the Angels are getting it done. Please give me a thumbs up. No? Don't do that. Again? Oh well, what do we always say? There's always next year. Just got to hang out with the Cubs fans. Get along just fine. It's always next year. So we're going to close out with our final selection for you. Thank you for being a great audience and for a great year of music. This next piece is entitled "The Music from the Movie Cars," Disney's Cars. Awesome. Love the enthusiasm, dude. Thank you. All right, so if you wouldn't mind helping with the chairs, we'd very much appreciate it. And if you want photo ops, we're up here, we can do that. And again, all the kids got to turn in their uniforms. How about a big hand for Miss Vega, who's leaving right now? Don't leave. Our assistant principal.